Midweek action in Melbourne as undefeated competition leaders Melbourne City hosted Western United. City were boosted by the inclusion of Holly McNamara in the CommBank Matildas squad ahead of the She Believes Cup, while Western were keen to extend an unbeaten run that stretched back to round 11.
McNamara, her first touches. Uses Policina, receives back. Holly Mac loves this position. One-on-one with the keeper. She didn't finish. Second attempt, and that time she does. Holly McNamara wastes absolutely no time in finishing and scoring for Melbourne City. They're 1-0 up. Tried to work around Grove, does so. Really good pace, wins a battle, sends it forward for Holly McNamara. It's a repeat. Holly Mac ×2. Can she do it? Not this time. Gee, that was a good save by Lincoln. Ramirez is going to give it back to the blue shirts. Shot on goal from distance. Oh my goodness me, Lagazzo gets one back for Western United. And it's all even here in Melbourne. Quick feet from Lourdes Bosch. It's worked. Crossing ball to Holly McNamara for the brace. She's automatic. Automatic Holly Mac, well and surely back into the Matildas, back on the scoreboard, her second of the day. Another chance. Oh, don't tell me. Holly McNamara's one-on-one once more. Holly McNamara! She can't be stopped. She won't be stopped. A hat trick for the recalled Matilda. Taranto spins, sends it to DeHarkes. DeHarkes from distance and tipped over by Mirez. That was a great strike. Lagazzo now on the right foot, curling off the crossbar. That went every which way and not quite into the net. Couldn't deal with it. Here comes City again. Policina gets behind and gets it into the bottom netting. Rihanna Policina makes it 4 for Melbourne City. Well, there it is. Melbourne City has done it. An 18-game unbeaten streak, equaling a club record and reiterating their complete dominance over the Ninja A-League. Full-time here and control Cyber Park. Melbourne City 5, Western United 1.
Friday night at Cooper Stadium saw Adelaide United welcome Perth Glory. Yet to taste defeat in 2025, the Reds were eyeing off second place on the Ninja A-League table. Glory looked to put the frustration of a 1-0 defeat to Canberra behind them as they look to knock off Adelaide for the second time this season.
McKenna looks forward. Early cross has pretty good shape about it. First to it is Caitlin Douglas and a dive-in save from Claudia Jenkins. Alert to the danger. But a 94th minute winner came with thanks to Chelsea Dorber and secured all 3 points for the first time in Sydney for the Reds. Huge moment for a team that is in a good spell of form, and Sasaki. She has her eyes forward, finds Condon. Nice little give to Healy on the edge of the box, and it's a beautiful strike from Erin Healy. She's going from strength to strength in the Ninja A-League. She finishes for her 4th of the season. The American absolutely thriving in Adelaide. Leon kept on side in the middle by Zog. Now has space, options to choose from. Can she pick out a red shirt? Leon goes near post, not a bad effort at all. And it's crept over the top of the goalkeeper. And Chelsea Dorber, the hero from last week's match, steps up yet again as she slots home her 6th goal of the season. Doubles Adelaide's lead at home. McKenna takes a tumble over the ball as Healy pinches possession, drives into the box. Centering pass is a good one. And it should be 3-0 to Adelaide. long goal kick from Jenkins is brought down completely uncontested by Healy. Releases Karambassis, who has the legs to get there. Centering cross by Karambassis, not quite dealt with at the back by Folletta. And Erin Healy for the second time this afternoon. She gets her brace. She extends her team's lead to 3 goals. Surely all 3 points here at Cooper Stadium. Well, it's one for the record books as Adelaide extend their unbeaten streak to 8 games. The longest ever in the 17-year history of the competition. It's a crucial 3 points for Adrian Stenter's side as they leapfrog victory into second spot on the ladder. And so at full time, it finishes Adelaide United 3, Perth Glory 0.
Home sweet home for Wellington as they return to Porirua Park to take on the might of Melbourne Victory. Back-to-back defeats have seen Wellington slide down the competition ladder, but 4 straight wins at home would give them the confidence as they face Victory side looking to bounce back after a disappointing draw in the Melbourne Derby.
Just 90 seconds played. Longo delivers the corner to the near post and they've got an early goal. Stunning set-piece play for the Wellington Phoenix and they have got away to the best possible start.
What a dream start. Paul Temple will be loving that, and you can see the celebrations. I think that sums up the mood here at Porirua Park.
Well, Maya McCutcheon with her second goal.
And so it's just a fantastic start.
Well, they've gone to sleep defensively though. Villau saves, still not cleared away though, and oh, what a save with the feet from Villau.
Absolutely fantastic save there. I was feeling a bit worried there.
Look for the runs of the likes of Jale and Wall on this left wing side. Wonderful early ball and just going wide. It was always going to be difficult for Elliott to get the power from that far out. On about the penalty spot and chase onto it. They go low. It's from the training ground as well. Superbly played, but what a save from Newbon.
Yes. I mean, what a fantastic little creative move there. And yeah, you can just see there, no one was expecting that. And yeah, absolutely, I think it's a smart move from him here at this mark. You know, they don't want just 1 point, they'll be looking for the win.
Boy, here's a chance for an impact to Furphy straight away. Gelnick on the edge of the area. And anywhere will do, but straight to a Victory player, and they've scored. Oh my goodness. Talk about the subs having an impact within seconds. The Phoenix will rue this because really they've gifted the Victory the chance, but they're good enough to capitalise, and it's 1-1.
What a change. I mean, talk about injecting some energy, you know, maybe catching the Phoenix off guard, and they'll be stoked with that.
Ferguson back to goal, trying to roll the defender. Idea was good, the power not there to trouble Courtney Newbon. These counter-attacking opportunities starting to open up. Gelnick onside, around Villau, and Villau gets an important glove on that. That is a vital save.
Absolutely intense moment there, end to end, and that's where you see the problems.
Curtis closed down quickly, and that is the final whistle, and the spoils are shared here at Porirua Park. The Phoenix won, Victory won.
Canberra United were back at McKellar Park to face Central Coast Mariners in a match with heavy top 6 ramifications. Canberra United edged past Perth Glory last time out to sit 7th on the Ninja A-League ladder. Emily Husband's side were fresh off an F3 derby demolition and looked to keep the goals flowing against Canberra.
Markovski. Now Bertolicio, oh nice behind the heel. Heyman's got space, she's got to beat one. Oh no, just gone wide. Well gee, that was close. The scrambling defence of Central Coast Mariners. Beth Gordon and Brooke Nunn have a tangle, but Nunn comes away with it and she's got such pace. Works her way through the midfield, clever chip over the top for Panic. Panic has to beat Liz Anton. Panic can have a ping, Panic scores it. The Central Coast Mariners go 1-0 up. at McKellar Park off a beautiful piece of play and a team goal by Brooke Nunn and Jade Pennick. You can't get much better than that. Pennick again goes through the air. There's Pennick, in fact, and a chance to go two. Doesn't get there. Love the opportunity from Taylor Ray, whose eyes lit up when she saw Pennick running at pace. As we enter the second half, Jade Pennick scoring the first goal. Michelle Heyman, the Matilda striker, coming very close to evening things up for Canberra United. Here they go again. Markovski for the green machine, and Heyman just has to tow it into the net. Well, it was only a matter of time, and what an assist by Markovski. Heyman with the body fake to go right, but then sent it left. Heyman working on Nash. She's going to go back to Malone, over the top to Keane. Keane, swing and a miss. Well, she'd want that one back. Martin, over the top, curling in. And curling to the gloves of Sally James. Here it comes, Taylor Ray, straight to goal. Gee, this had power on it. 3 points means so much to both teams. Here comes Taylor Young. Taylor Young works through a crowd. Taylor Young has a ping off the post. There's chance for a follow-up. They can't get there. Mariners will get out of danger. Markovski. Markovski uses the footwork to get through to Keane. She's going to collect it back. Here they go. Dos Santos on top of the crossbar. A little too far and a little too late. And all the energy from the crowd couldn't get them there. Canberra United with an opportunity to go into the top six. We'll have to wait another week. Every point from here on in is priceless. So full time here at McKellar Park, Canberra United 1, Central Coast Mariners 1.
A daunting task awaited Newcastle as they welcomed ladder leaders Melbourne City to McDonald Jones Stadium. The Jets were hammered by the Mariners last weekend and would need an improved defensive performance if they were to survive the attacking threat of City after their midweek mauling of Western United.
Blind pass around the corner. Stott trying to return it with interest. Stott rattles the crossbar. Rebecca Stott so close to her first goal since December of 2023. And now swings it over to India Breyer. Breyer on the right foot. And even though it's a shot on target, Milena Mires calmly makes the save. Rostbacken, Speckmeyer brings the ball under control. Still Speckmeyer. And parried to safety. Krasaniak saves and Wilson clears. And now Josie Allen is set loose down the right side. Allen looking for Gallagher in the middle. Stott. One-on-one defending the follow-up. Copus Brown. High and wide. End-to-end stuff, but not with the control that Newcastle needed. Clearance only as far as Wilson. Wilson bursts away from Henry. Hangs up across. Hoban! Cleared off the line. Absolutely vital from Rebecca Stott. And Sophie Hoban so close to putting Newcastle into the lead. Well, a deflected clearance. They're not out of danger. Here's Hughes. And it's in. Brilliant goal. Laura Hughes from distance puts Melbourne City in front. And Newcastle will not get their first ever clean sheet against Melbourne City because Laura Hughes' fourth goal of the season makes it Melbourne City 1, Newcastle Jets 0. Adams nicks the ball on. Claire Adams, great save. Mires stood up and batted it away. Adams went for power. And the Spanish goalkeeper, Milena Mires, with a big stop to preserve the lead. Cross back and clears it away. Holly McNamara can go to work. She's got half the pitch to sprint here. Pryor's chasing. Holly McNamara bearing down on goal! And the outcome was inevitable! Newcastle put all their chips on the table and Holly McNamara took them away. Melbourne City 2, Newcastle Jets 0. Perhaps daring the referee to reach for the whistle, and indeed the full-time whistle arrives. 16 undefeated for Melbourne City, and they win for the 10th time in a row against the Newcastle Jets. It is now 47 scored, 7 conceded all time in this head-to-head. And yet, you wouldn't know it from how Newcastle put up a fight. And it's Melbourne City who lead victorious. Newcastle Jets 0, Melbourne City 2.
Only a win would do for Western Sydney Wanderers as they hosted Brisbane Roar at Wanderers Football Park. Last on the ladder and on a 5-match losing skid, the Wanderers were desperate for some confidence for the back half of the season. Brisbane got their campaign back on track against Wellington and looked to solidify their top 4 spot in Sydney's West.
Listen, inside to Woods. Now McQueen, well, left a little bit short on the edge of the box, and Sienna Silvestre makes absolutely no mistake. She simply can't stop scoring. It's a tidy finish for her 7th of the season, and Silvestre joins the race for the Golden Boot. What a season this young striker is having. But again, just given up a little too loosely by the Roar's midfield. Price can face forward. Liv Price cuts in on her left. Nice footwork by Price. Does get the shot away. Sakani down to her left. Who does get the shot away. Kualamu centering ball is a neat one. Prodded off the foot. Pringle. Her shot blocked. Oh, for half a moment there, it looked as though Grace Kualamu was going to get the shot away herself. Unselfish play to release Lainey Fryer. Kruger's centering pass is a little wasteful. That's fallen kindly to Tamiki Yallop on the edge of the 18-yard box. What can she fashion? Lainey Fryer, first time shot, a dink over the head of Sham Karmas, but also over the crossbar. Heavy contact on the edge of the box, shakes it away. Kruger, she gets the shot away. Not a bad one at all. Zara Kruger, that is special. And what dramatic fashion to get her team back on level terms. That is a wonderful finish by the 18-year-old. That pass is a lovely release ball to find Bronte True. She can get her eyes up. The centering pass is a quality one. Silvestre lining up, looking for a second. Still with the Wanderers. And Eunice looking for her first ever A-League goal. Possession one back in the midfield. Here's Matos. Releases the run of Caspers, and it's intelligent. It's a first-time finish around the corner from Holly Caspers, and it's poetic. 70 days sidelined, her first appearance back, and Holly Caspers finishes for her Wanderers. And there is the final whistle at Wanderers Football Park. Just a second win of the season for the Western Sydney Wanderers. And look just how much it means to them. So it finishes at Wanderers Football Park with the home side happy with all 3 points. It's Western Sydney Wanderers 2, Brisbane Roar 1.
To close out this week's Ninja A-League action, Sydney FC faced Western United at Leichhardt Oval. Reigning champion Sydney FC went down to a heartbreaker to Adelaide last time out and needed to start putting together some results to have any hope of defending their title. Kat Smith's side needed a quick reversal of form after being torn apart by City midweek.
A stifled appeal from the Western bench. Now it's Johnson. Legazzo, good angle, squeezes it through Mason Jones. Chloe Legazzo with her 7th of the season. And just as she did against Melbourne City midweek, she scores again here. Strong work by Johnson. Ball spills here, and Sydney FC have the equaliser. And it is Mackenzie Hawkesby who has grabbed her 2nd of the season, the makeshift striker. And it is a moment that Chloe Lincoln would rather forget. Could it come to something here for Sydney? The delivery is a good one, and it should have been 2-1. What a chance for the centre-back Thompson. Scored a couple of times last year from that kind of situation for Sydney. Far as Carly Johnson. Taranto measures the strike. Taranto off the crossbar. Johnson following in, and it was Tobin who cut off the opportunity. Chances coming thick and fast in this one. Hawkesby now for Sydney. Hawkesby goes herself. She had DeSantos in the middle. Caspers as well making a late run. Nice pass from Eggersvik. Lagazzo looking to turn. Johnson! Carly Johnson, once again this season against her former employers. The go-ahead goal. Back for Caspers. Good run this from Farrow. And Lincoln came out and just did enough to put off the English striker. But this is a warning sign for Western United. A goal-scoring opportunity for West, and Carly Johnson now into the box. Is this a penalty? Yes, it is. Rachel Mitchinson took a moment and points to the penalty spot. And it's Mason Jones in her first A-League women's match in 6 years. She saved the penalty from Lagazzo. For Shay Connors. Oh, maybe a coming together here. Mitchinson has turned her back on Luchtmeyer. Should have it been a penalty? Well, absolutely. Abini keeps it in. Play on for Sydney. Now Luchtmeyer, well blocked off. Abini drives it. Couldn't pick out the bottom corner. Hawkesby is herring after it, but so too is Sasha Grove. What about her engine? And the green and black are back in the top 6 in the Ninja A-League. Consecutive wins for Kat Smith's team against Sydney FC for the first time in this competition. It will take a miracle now for Sydney in the final 8 matches to pull this out of the fire. Full time at Leichhardt, Sydney FC 1, Western United 2.
No change at the top of the Ninja A-League ladder, but the tussle for the top 6 is heating up. Join us next week for more action headlined by a grand final rematch between Melbourne City and Sydney FC.